a new tipping goal. My webcam has sadly and suddenly died, so I'll be needing a new one. A new decent webcam would cost me $75, which is not something I have. So I said, what the hell? Let's set up a tipping goal. I set up the tipping page. That's my stream elements page. We'll give it a try. I'm assuming, since I don't have many viewers, currently I have none, I won't have a lot of tips, but get a couple dollars. Hopefully soon I will have some income of my own, so I'll be able to afford it even without the help. But if I'll have some help, why not? What the hell? Why not? Wait. Game called Dragon Age. Just trying to get Dragon Age to actually. Let's give it a shot. Here we are. Oh, don't crash. The game just crashed. Sure. Why would anything work well? The game has an issue with going full screen and then back out. It has issues. Seems to be working now. There we are. Yeah, the internet wasn't kind at the beginning of the stream. Hopefully it will do better as we move along. Oh yeah. Load game. Earlier today the game did crash when I tried to load the game. Hopefully that won't happen again. We're suffering from a bit of bad luck, but here we are. We're in. Okay, so I'm going to do a clean cut for YouTube. Doesn't seem like anyone's joining me, but that's fine. I'm gonna do a clean cut for YouTube, for a YouTube episode, and we will be on our way. Go. Let's play some Dragon Age Origins. Well, I don't really need to move or anything because I don't have a camera. So, hello and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age Origins. Sadly, we have lost our dear, quite frankly, old and crappy camera. It is no longer with us. For that reason, for now at least, we will be using this substitution, which is a very low-tech solution that I've come up with. Hopefully, it will get us by for as long as we need it. I currently do not have money at all. I have less than zero money. Hopefully that will change soon, but it will take me at least a couple of months until it will change for me. But I do have a new tipping goal for a new webcam. So if you, dear viewer, want and are able to help, any amount will be very much appreciated and will be very helpful indeed. So, another little announcement. You might notice, if you've seen the first 2 episodes, that Dawn here, our very traumatized elf, is a little different. And the reason for that is that it is, in fact, a different parallel universe Dawn. She has made the same choices. Everything that happened to the previous Dawn happened to her as well. She's a bit wealthier because they found some more money, but aside from that, she's pretty much the same. She hates men. She despises men after what they've done to her and to her family and to her folk. I'll remind you that there was an attempt to rape her.
Hale, you must be the Grave Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Her cousin was raped by the son of the Earl, which we eventually killed. Tried to buy us off. He offered 40 gold. Not gold even, just 40 pieces of 40 coins. To walk away and let him have his fun with the rest of the women that he kidnapped. Obviously we refused. We got into a fight and he died. Then we were kind of rescued, not really, by the Grey Wardens. They want us to join them, it appears. So that's what we're going to do now. We are in their base, or at least their current base, where some evil doers have awoken near here. So we're going to try and see what we can do about it. So, that soldier.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager.
Talk to us, so let's
Need
talk.
a hand getting anywhere? Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Duncan is the Grey Warden who...
Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now. Good luck to you then.
Thanks, I guess. That's all. So this is the Grey Warden's base. Pretty cool, I must say. Find it pretty cool.
We stand here in this hour. Good folk.
I was here before. And I had a lot of issues.
Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the page, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge
So she seems
that
to
you have been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand
tell them that
beside
if
him,
they die, it's
go
cool.
without blessing.
Don't worry about dying.
My friend.
So we were recruited by Duncan. This is Duncan. See what he has to say.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Okay, I guess I'll go search for Alistair. Up here there's a chest, so I'm going to see if I can get to it. Hello. Logain's guard.
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business. How can you not know of Logain?
Don't know anything about
He
it.
helped free Ferelden. He was the
I
brains
see.
behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
So he's inside. What he's doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Persuade. We have very good persuasion. I will definitely commit to having better persuasion as we go along. Surely you can tell me.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Logain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
This game is over a decade old. I'm totally surprised by how good acting is. The voice acting is pretty good.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on then.
Not really, just wanted to see if I can do it. Hello.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
That?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Nope.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You're pretty for a Grey Warden. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't belong. The first Warden Marek brought to Ferelden was a woman, the best warrior I've ever seen. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
The last man who thought I was pretty tried to rape me, so fuck you. Certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying
It was a
sword.
mistake, I didn't mean to click it. Now I must do it if you're playing this. Seems like a fool to me.
He is Marek's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Screw you, I guess. Kingsguard.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about him.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Many of the characters we've seen so far had really bad teeth, but he has pretty good teeth. I guess it's because he's wealthy or something?
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Well,
As you
okay.
wish.
Goodbye then. I wanted to go up there. There we go. Up here on this platform, there should be a chest.
Look carefully, then. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong, cunning, and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat.
They don't seem
We've lost many dogs
nice.
already. Had to muzzle them to keep them quiet.
With a studded leather helm, I will take it. I will also wear it. Okay. Armor. It does pretty much the same, but oh, I already had it, started it? Okay, I already had it, okay.
Way to die.
This, what I'm wearing right now, it was already. So they are
There are lots of darkspawn,
doing
different
stuff,
kinds.
okay.
We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something.
Oh well. So I need to go to the cannon. Oh, there's the cannon master.
We who betrayed your prophet
The dog here.
This isn't good.
That's
I
a
hate to
chunky
waste such
boy.
a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
How would I help you?
This beast is in the king's service, just like you and I. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Do you think I could mother him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks. Centuries ago,
How smart
a
is it?
mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
Okay, I wanna help the dog.
Go in the pen and let him smell you.
But I
We'll
don't wanna
know
help
right
you.
away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
It's a good thing no one is watching the stream because my internet is not doing what it's supposed to do. I could kill him, but I won't. I'll put the muzzle on the dog. Oh, the dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Oh, poor guy. Let's put the muzzle on him. Come on, boy. It's okay. It's for your own good, I promise.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I guess,
There's a
maybe.
particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember.
Oh.
If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red center.
Don't you get it?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
Alright, even if I won't
If
give
he
it to you.
doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Oh, where in the wild can I
It
find
usually
it?
grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be
Oh.
plenty this time of year.
Okay. See what I can do.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
To do that. At least one human can do something good.
Watch over Terran Loghain and give him
When? Who are you?
Greetings, young lady.
Hello.
You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Done.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
That Kaelan King thinks the battle will go well.
The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together.
Grip
It's not
Snatcher,
an
isn't she?
idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You know much about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to
Some
die,
lore.
it
Good lore
passes
dump.
into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to
Chantry says
teach us
that.
that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Technical difficulties on her. She blinked out of existence for a sec. Do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over Pharrell.
Sure, I guess. Templars, they're
I'm sorry,
doing...
but the mages must not be interrupted.
Oh, okay, I don't know what they're doing, but that seems... That seems good. I wouldn't say that seems good. Okay. So... Spoken with a general, it seems. Duncan didn't really want to talk to us too much. There's some elf food. Let's go get some elf food. Always back to it. Ash Warrior. Whoa, look at the doggies.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hey, well, don't listen to humans. You don't have to obey every command they have.
Hello? I'm sorry. Is there something you needed?
Just want to talk.
Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. Oh, must be exciting to be so important. Wait. You aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
That I know of.
Oh, that's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster.
Whoa.
Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
He's also servant of rich people, so he has nice teeth.
Soldiers of Ferelden,
Not
my
nasty teeth.
sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve
I've
of
spoken
battle.
to her. Tranquil. Oh, there's a chest here.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Oh, that's your chest. My bad.
Welcome, young woman.
You.
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting.
Whoa.
It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
Speak very strangely.
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Chantry claims magic is sinful because the ancient Traveler Imperium was ruled by mages, because magic is powerful and dangerous. I guess because of religious bigots.
Not sinful in and of itself. They claim it leads to sin. And there is a basis for that argument. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
What the fuck? How did they make you tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
That's horrid.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
Jesus. Let's
of course
talk about something
what
else.
May I assist you with?
What is enchantment?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sorts of enchantments
Runes
are there?
exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well. Goodbye.
Okay. Thank you, I guess. That's interesting.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head
There's
into
a
battle?
quartermaster there.
No?
What do we have here? Let's take the letter.
That pretty face could be decorating something.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
The fuck are you?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness.
Thought it was someone
there are
else.
so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners.
Oh, we all look the same to you.
I'm just the
Pointy ears,
quartermaster, a
nothing
simple
else.
man. No one special.
What do you got?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Are there any decent humans? What do you have?
Let me know what you'd like.
Jesus. So we have some help potions, some recipes, venom recipe. Oh, that's actually nice. We'll get the recipes later, but because recipes are very expensive, I can say. I don't have a lot of money. I have like 16 silver. I'm assuming every 100 bronze is 1 silver. That's my estimate. But I could sell stuff. I have a lot of... I have the borrowed long sword. I have the great sword. Great sword does 11 damage. Does 7. I have 4 maces. Probably. Sell 3. Short bow, let's sell 1. 1 crossbow, I won't sell it. So I have 2 letter helms. One is cheaper for some reason. Armor 0.75. Tier 1 requires 10 strength. Oh, this is tier 2. Okay, so it is better. I have leather gloves. Leather boots. I have some chainmail. Couple of shields as well. I don't really need... seem to really need those. I'll keep them for now, they're not very... Oh, I have some rings that don't have any effect, but maybe I can enchant them or something, so I'll keep them for now. Oh, I can buy everything back, okay. And I have, this is everything, okay. So there's no junk or something like that, it seems. Okay, I won't buy anything. Maybe, actually.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Well,
see if he has maybe weapons for me. Oh, I have there's some new daggers. My dagger. Grey iron instead of iron. It's a better tier, more damage. This needs more strength. Okay, whatever. Axe one-handed? No, but it is main-handed, so it means I cannot have 2 axes, at least not for now. In hand, acolyte staff. Okay, I would like a dagger, please. Thank you. I go to my inventory and look at weapons. This dagger, both of my daggers are beside the same. No, I have a dagger with tier 2 and tier 1. No, they're both tier 1. 4 damage, 3% critical hit chance. Yeah, they're precisely the same. Okay. This.
hello again. Is there some...
Let's sell this dagger back. 2 silver, why the hell not? Oh, there's stuff up here as well. Go in there. Who's David?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
Just a pot.
Oh, Me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kukari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why did it scare?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn.
Jeez.
What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Be here if I did.
You take what you get, right? Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Very well. So with another recruit, I'm assuming. Yeah, so I saw stuff up there. There we are. Infirmary, soldiers, knights.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it
mind if I do. Scale boots. Scale boots. Always like to find more stuff. Okay. I cannot put it on. For you.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Don't look good.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water.
Not too
They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
I will want to help
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Then they didn't take it?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Disgusting. I think I'll take that.
What? But you can't do that! Ah, God!
What? What in Andraste's name did you do that for? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You'll have to explain yourself to someone. Well, no skin off my teeth. When they ask me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
I do not care. So, oh, there's something here. No, it's not anywhere here. Is there anything else around here?
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Oh. Got a chest over there. Can I go up here? No, I guess I have to go from below. Let's go. I do like exploring RPGs. I always like the loot. Definitely like the loot. But environments are usually an opportunity for storytelling. As you've seen, some lore dumps. What the hell is that? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Man, there's some bugs. There's some bugs in the game, and that upsets me. It really upsets me. More bugs in the game. Servants. Chests. That. Thank you. To be anything else. I'm assuming these bugs are the direct result of this is where I'm supposed to go. Assuming these bugs are the direct results of the mods I've installed. I definitely did not install many. It does suck. Can I do that now?
That course of action. Welcome, young woman. Goodbye.
Bye. Well, I guess I'll have to wait until this guy goes away. Okay. So I do feel like I've explored plenty. This is the end of a quest, but I cannot at the moment open the chest without getting in trouble, so I will not. Go to this Alistair, yeah, that's the person I'm supposed to speak to. Chest. Yeah. Oh.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You're a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met? You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
What the hell is the joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
All because we're too smart for you.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Could be unlucky.
Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You're a mage hunter.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Okay. You don't have to accompany me.
Don't worry, I'll try not to embarrass you. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
And Davith?
Right, that cut-purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
So, Party member and tactics. When you're controlling them, party members act according to tactics you set. Select Alistair by left-clicking on him on the portrait. Now open tactics screen by clicking on the highlighted icon. Yes. You can now use the conditional tactics slots to design custom behavior for each character, or simply select preset tactics. Change after presets to defender. Okay, so I have 3 of these. Okay, self, being attacked by a ranged attack, enemy health. What does that mean? Above 75%. Oh, if this condition is met, he will use shield cover. If this condition is health, if he is near an enemy with health of over 75%, he will use shield bash. And the most nearest visible enemy will have to deal with a shield pummel. Okay, I guess.
Yes?
Well,
then let's get a move on, shall we?
Let's. I guess if I have no choice.
Marvelous.
What have we here? A flame rune, a slow rune, and a scale gloves. Studded leather gloves. Can I put on the gloves? Scale glove. No, I cannot put anything new, it seems. It's fine. That is fine. Anything else up here? Doesn't seem like it. Has the bug disappeared? It seems like it has. That's almost. That's good news either way. Well, we have to do something. We have to meet with Duncan again. Yeah, there's Duncan. But I am supposed to meet up with that other recruit. Where can I find the other recruit? Let's try and find him, and then we'll go to Duncan. I'm using tab. By pressing tab, I can see tactics. The tactics screen is a tool used to customize your party. Okay. General behavior. Tactics. Okay. So I'm using tab to see the people around me. Maybe Jory is the other recruit.
Greetings. You must be the 3rd recruit we've heard about.
I am.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Maybe they need to start letting fewer humans in. Do you have a problem with that?
No, clearly the Grey Wardens pick their recruits on their merits. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
What? Beer for the choice.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
David said
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
He doesn't seem very bright. Well, I found... It appears I found the last recruit. So let's go to Duncan. Hi Duncan. How are you? How you doing?
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You 4 will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do you need the blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
What? Well, okay, what else do we need to do?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of
old
scrolls
treaties,
are
if you're
these?
curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Okay. What if they're not there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
I like the fire. I mean, it's obviously not the highest quality fire, but it looks good. It looks realistic, and there's this effect that distorts the air around it. So you can see on this soldier here, every once in a while there's like waves of hot air. It kind of distorts him. It's nice. It's well done. It is part of the joining too.
But the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Okay. How would you find this
It
archive?
will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay. So I need to find the archive and 3 vials of blood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
They're all kind of huge near me. The big boys. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of... let's take a look at the tactics. So, he's a defender. He has a custom. We'll use dirty fighting and then he will attack. A scrapper, what? Self, being attacked by a melee attacker, dirty fighting. Target, oh, I can add. So if an enemy can attack, paralyzed, stunned. That's really, whoa. Target at short range. Attacking. And ooh, actually that's nice. So I can control party member. Jump, this is status, okay. Grabbing, grabbed, slowed, rooted, knockdown, sleeping. Hold. So okay, I wanted to see if I aim at someone, he will also aim at him. Okay, that's fine. So enemy here, just attack them. Oh, I can see his. So he has stealth, he has dirty fighting, and he has a ping shot. Okay. And enemy that is medium or long, you can ping him. Ability, ping shot. Nice. Next, we have this dude, Jory. Pommel strike, mighty blow, indomitable. Scrapper, I guess. Yeah, he just do damage. That's fine. Good. Okay. So there are my tactics. I guess they'll do good enough. I'm assuming they all have good stuff. This will do less damage on the other end. It has more crit chance. It's more penetrating, and it has plus 6 attack. That's a lot. Take this. Have a bow. I also have 2 daggers. Okay, he's also he is also a rogue. So yeah, you'll be a bow person. It's fine. Weapon-wise, and he has a balanced greatsword. Does more damage. I'm okay with that. Fine. Let's see. Armor-wise. Yeah, the bow as well. Okay. Chainmail. He's better. I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, I'm going to assume they have good armor. Yeah, they do. Okay. So, off we go to the wilds, I guess. Actually, we've been at it for quite some time, so we've gotten to know this camp. It seems there are several factions in this camp who are not on best terms, I'd say. We have a little group here. It's me and 3 men. I happen to despise men because all men ever did to me was destroy my life. So, next time we will go to the wilds. Try to find this flower for the dog that was poisoned. We'll try to find vials of darkspawn blood. And we'll try to find archives with some documents who are important, apparently. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm recording these Let's Plays, like all of my Let's Plays, on my Twitch channel. So if you feel like it, you can come by. You can follow me there, so you know when I'm online. And you can say hi or chat and hang out while I stream. It will be very much appreciated. I really like having people in chat to talk with while I'm playing. If you want to keep watching on YouTube, that is also encouraged and appreciated. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all those stuff. I really would love to get some feedback. That's pretty much that. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for bearing with my current lack of hardware. Hopefully you got some amusement from the solution I've found. And have a good one, folks. Goodbye. Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna save the game. Save the game. Gonna leave the game. Yes, I will. The game will be left. Going to leave the game. Yeah. There we go. And that's it. We don't have viewers, but that's fine. It's late at night and stuff. Well, at least for me. And it's actually for the better because I've been dropping about a quarter of my frames today, so the delay is probably substantial and the stream probably awful, but who knows, maybe it's fine. It seems fine right now when I'm looking at the stream. Let's see how long the delay is. Seems to be somewhat long. The delay is pretty good. It's pretty huge, yeah. Pretty huge, yeah. Okay, the delay is kind of big, but it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Maybe it was actually a decent stream to watch. But we'll never know. Hey guys, bye chat!